Okay, so I've made one mana pool, which we're going to go ahead and stick down right about there for now. And then I've made 3 mana spreaders. Now, the reason I've made 3 is because there's a lot of stuff here. I'm going to put one down there, one down there, and one down there. Now, I'm hoping that the flowers, the endo flames, are going to, like, I'm hoping, first of all, that those back endo flames can actually reach over here. And let me try this real quick. If we grab ourselves some wood and just do this and drop it kind of back here. One of these should pick that up. Which guy picked it up? Oh, and the mana spreader should, if it's, oh, let's see. Mana spreader, mana spreader, mana spreader. Okay, so this guy is getting all the mana, even from the guys back there. So, what I might have to do is go into bind mode, and, like, all of these flowers here, I might have to go ahead and just bind to this guy and make sure that all the mana is not going to one mana spreader, because otherwise, we're just going to overload that one mana spreader, which is not going to be good for anyone at all. But I will go ahead and do that in just a second, because that's not really what we have to worry about just yet. Let's bind you to you, you to you. I think that was already there, but you to you. So all those mana spreaders are now shooting the mana at this mana pool. The last thing that we need to do is get this stuff working. So we need one more item conduit, which I think we probably actually can't make because of the stuff that we have. But in fact, if we just get another chest, we should be able to hook it up to the system that we currently have, because we are only one block out. So let's see if this works. Also, let's see how much wood we have now. We have a nice amount of wood. All right, let's put that there. I said to extract. We're going to set it to round robin, which means it's going to go to all of the droppers. I'm going to set this guy here to 32 seconds. The reason, actually no, I'm going to set it to 8 seconds. The reason I'm going to set it to 8 seconds is because that's how long each, like, plank of wood should last. So we'll set you to export. We'll set that to ignore redstone. That should automatically start to fill all these up. And then when the 8 seconds are up, it should go ahead and drop all of the wood. Boom. Now, it dropped a lot of wood. And not all of them worked. But all of them picked something up. Okay, I'm going to bump up that time just a little bit. I'm going to bump it up to like 16 seconds. I believe the wood does only last 8 seconds. But if we bump it up just a little bit, it should give it time. For some reason, either all of these droppers aren't working or they don't all quite have enough wood in yet. I think both are valid reasons. But all of them are getting stuff anyway. And it seems like this is working. The reason why we want to make sure we're getting, like, the best time possible is because I don't want too many entities just kind of floating around like they are right now. Thankfully, it looks like it's not going too bad. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's bump that up a little bit further. Let's go up to 32 seconds. 32 seconds was my original plan, because I think, actually, some of these are dropping 4 at a time. 4 planks. I think they're dropping a lot of planks all at once. Let me check this real quick. If we look at you, he's on 63. I'm going to wait until the 32 seconds are up and it drops again. And I'm going to see if it drops 4. So if it does, then that warrants my 32 idea. And it turns out 32 seconds is a really long time. There we go. You can see it dropped 4 at once. So 32 seconds should actually be the optimal time right there. And as you can see, we're actually getting a fair bit of mana all at once. This one and this one seem a bit overloaded. You don't seem to have many giving mana to you, so we will in fact go ahead and distribute this a little bit better. I think, as you can see, if we right click on here, you can see that most of them are going to that either that middle one or this one. We might have to even add, like, maybe another 3 mana spreaders to keep up with this, because I don't think these two are going to quite be able to. This one, they're all full now. They're all full and constantly spurting out. Well, you're bound wrong, that's why. Yeah, this guy, maybe not so much. He's a little bit better off, and some of these are okay, and some of them are bound to him, but not all of them, like you, for instance. But as you can see, all of these mana spreaders are just full right now of mana. And if we look into some of these endo flames, some of these endo flames are also full of mana as well. So I think we are going to have to go ahead and get ourselves a little bit more mana to make this work. And I'm also going to increase the time again just a little bit, maybe by another 10 seconds, because we are not using that time at all. This wood is just stacking up. Actually, I'm going to make it a minute. I'm going to make it a minute. That's a long time, but this should work. It should be okay. Why are you not spitting mana out? Or you are? You just being a pain about it. Are you set up right? Yeah. Okay. So this is all of our mana being created. Hopefully that's not going to cause too much lag amongst like everything in the world. It is a lot of dropped items, but this is what we're going to do. And now we need to set up a system that's going to allow us to use this and make gunpowder. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and first of all make a catalyst underneath of the mana pool. If we go ahead and type in catalyst over here, We're going to make this guy the alchemical catalyst. It's made using 2 gold, 2 brewing stands, which are actually really easy to make, as well as some living wood, which we don't have, and a mana pearl, which we can get fairly easily if we have some ender pearls. All we need to do is go ahead and throw this into a mana pool, and things should be good. Do we have any stone? Perhaps we could spell stone. We do. Let's go ahead and grab some of that. Hopefully this works. A second ago, it really wasn't liking me trying to do stuff over here. We only need 2. I'm going to put out 2. Don't crash, game, please. Give me... Oh, yep. No, okay. It's doesn't like that at all. Okay, and a bit of server crashing again later. We can go and do something like this and get ourselves the alchemy catalyst. I was going to call it the alchemical catalyst. And basically, this allows us to use our mana pool over here, which is doing pretty well on mana for a couple of different purposes. So, if we were to go ahead and put it right underneath, it now has a bunch of extra recipes that it can actually go ahead and utilize. Do we have any spare stone lying around? We do. We have 1. Wow, that's lucky. And also, let's turn our sound out just a little bit so I don't have to hear these guys over here exploding all over the place. But basically, what we can do now is we can go ahead and grab ourselves some flint. And if we drop the flint onto the mana pool, we get gunpowder. So, that is my plan. That is what I would like this system to be able to do. And I think mainly the reason why these are not, like, eating stuff up is because they're full. Possibly. This one's full. These ones are kind of full. Some of these are full. But then again, some of them are. I'm not quite sure. Are you bound to anyone? You are. You're bound to that guy. I don't know. I think we need more mana spreaders. I will work on more mana spreaders between episodes, probably, because the living wood and the server's playing up. It doesn't like it at all. But what we're going to do here is, again, we're going to have another dropper set up. And what we're going to try and do is, I would like to be able to use the gravel that is made here. You'll see gravel's being made while we're pulverizing our wood. And if we go ahead and look at gravel, if we go ahead and pulverize it, I believe, or macerate it. If we macerate it, we get... Ooh, I didn't know that. If we pulverize it, we get flint. Yeah, alright, I didn't know that. If we pulverize it, we get flint. So what I'm thinking is that we set it up so that all of our gravel that's being made there, instead of being thrown into a trash can, which it's doing right now, is instead going through to a pulverizer, which is turning it into flint, and then have that flint go through and be used to make more gunpowder. That's the plan. Hopefully it will work. Hopefully we'll get a fair bit of mana from our little mana pearls. Not mana pearls, from our endo flames and our mana pool. And hopefully that will result in quite a nice amount of... Please have a tin gear. We do. We have any glass. Wow, okay. Sand? Yeah, good stuff. We got 309,000 sand. Jeez. That's from all of the stuff over in the TNT room. Hopefully that will just result in a nice amount of extra gunpowder coming through, and hopefully a nice amount of extra power. That's really what we're going for here. So we'll stick you over there, do that, pulverizer, good stuff, good stuff. This thing, it doesn't really need to be a resonant pulverizer, I don't think. Let me check this one. How are you doing for pulverizing speeds? You are doing more than fine for pulverizing speeds. Don't really think we needed to use a resonant machine frame on that, but it's always nice to be able to do that in the future if we so wish. Let's put you... Okay, let's wiggle this around a little bit. Let's turn you around to face... Oh, jeez. Could you, like, face this way? Nope. Okay, let's try that again. Let's grab our resonant pulverizer, put it down like that, set the back to red, set the side that's yellow, turn that side off. That should still work as intended, but if we put that there now, make this blue. There we go. We'll turn the top off, and we'll turn the bottom off. And you as well. We'll make this side red, and then all we have to do is, first of all, give this thing power, which we're going to need some more redstone conduits to be able to do. Redstone energy conduits. We have 1. Look at that. That's beautiful. We'll stick that down right about there. That should start to build up power and start to pulverize this into gravel. And then we need to get that over to a dropper of some kind over here. And what I'm thinking is okay. I was going to say we're going to use the open crates from Botania, because these are pretty cool, but they require living wood, and the living wood is playing up so badly right now. So I think instead what we're going to go ahead and do is grab another dropper from open blocks. And I think there should be a way for us to set this up to like constantly drop items, maybe. And we'll probably also use the rest of our warp item ducts to get it over to the dropper pretty quick. It's going to be a bit of a mess in this room, but we're going to have some nice stuff going on as well. So we'll stick you down right there. We'll get rid of this guy. And we are getting quite a nice amount of flint. So let's have this not go there. I could have really used my wrench there. Let's say we not go there. Let's say we go round. And are we going to have enough to get it over there? I don't think we are, unfortunately. However, we should be able to make... Oh, are we? Oh, we're going to be like 1 off, aren't we? Yeah, we're like 2 off here. That's a pain. Can we do this? These don't really need to be instant, really. We're just using them because we have them. Can I do this? Can we go like 1, 2, and then 3, 4? Does that work? Maybe? We need a servo. This time we are going to set this one to extract. So let's grab a servo. Let's stick it down right about there. Set that to extract. That should start to pull out all of the flint. And send it up to here. Please. Oh, there we go. There we go. It should get there. Eventually. One day. Come on. Is it really taking that long in this little section of pipe? Or is it just not... Oh, it's not... is it not working? Do we need to... Oh, it's not... Oh, okay. Okay. I see what's happening here. What's happening right now is because we don't have it hooked up to any form of redstone energy conduit, it's going through at normal item conduit speed. So these are just working as normal item conduits right now, which is a little bit of a waste. I would... Do we have any... Ooh, question time. We don't, but we could, is the answer. I'm going to try and make one more of these... of our redstone energy conduits real quick. Do we have any redstone? We do. Let's just make a little bit of resonant redstone, or whatever it's called. And then, boom, boom, boom. Nice. Okay, that's going to allow us to get this to be a little bit faster. And then all we got to do is set it up so the dropper is constantly dropping stuff. Now, let's just do that. That should cause all of those to start working nicely. They're moving in a lot faster now. I like it. I like it. Can we put like a redstone torch on that and just have it constantly work? Is that like a thing that we can do? I guess we'll find out. If I like put... Nope. Nope. Not gonna work for me. Oh, that's a pain. That is a real pain. Sure. How am I gonna get that without making another timer, which I think we're gonna have to do because the timers are a pain in the backside to make. Oh, okay. Guys, I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna make another timer real quick, and I'll be back in a second. Okay. We've got ourselves a timer. Let's put this guy down right about, I'm thinking, like there. And I will get rid of that wood, guys. Don't worry. I think we have to have it sat on something. So I think we have to keep the bottom piece of wood, at least for now. You can see it is going ahead and doing it. We are getting some gunpowder. It's doing it. Things are happening. And now what we need to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop this real quick, just by bumping that up to like 1,000,000 seconds. We're going to put down, we're going to need a way to pick this stuff up. Now, usually I would use a vacuum hopper to pick this up. However, what the vacuum hopper would do is it would pick up the flint before it actually hit the mana pool and turn it into gunpowder. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to throw down a transfer node with a world interaction upgrade and an item filter with a filter set to gunpowder. So now what it should do is it should pick up any items in the area, but only pick up gunpowder. So I'm going to pick up these ones that we've already got. Going to put a barrel down right about there. That should where it should put the gunpowder. Then going to put this here. This is going to be our storage bus again. We're going to grab some ME glass fiber cable real quick. And we're going to make just a complete mess of this room. But it's a good mess. It's a mess that should hopefully end up working out for us. So, let's lower this back down. I'm going to lower it to like 5 seconds. Oh, no, that's not 5 seconds at all. The reason I'm going to lower it to 5 seconds is because I want it to happen frequently, but not too frequently. Because we do have to ensure there's enough mana in there. So, is this going to work? Is the question. I think it worked. I think it worked. I think what's happening here is that the gunpowder is instantly getting taken in. Let's just go ahead and lock that. We got one. I might lower it down a little bit, but that one didn't work. That one did work. I think what we can do is I think having one world interaction upgrade in the system means that it's only going to reach one block in front of it. So instead, let's make a second one. And I think a second one allows it to reach in, I believe, a 3x3 area. So we'll make another one of these real quick. And boom, that gets us an iron pickaxe. So we'll get ourselves another world interaction upgrade. That should allow it to pick up pretty much all of the gunpowder, even if it kind of flies off on a bit of a tangent like some of them seem to be doing. You can see there's one there, and if I go ahead and stick you down like that, that should... Hey, look at that, it picked that one up. Nice! That got us 9, 10 gunpowder. How are we doing for mana? We're doing... okay. I think we've kind of got a little bit of an equilibrium going. It seems to be doing all right. What I'll probably do between episodes here, guys, I'm probably going to go ahead and make a few more... Oh, actually, I don't know. The mana spreaders... Oh, is it still working? Is this working at all? We are out of wood. Really? Have we run out of wood for that? What? Whoa, wait, whoa, whoa. 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 What? What? Why have you stopped working? What happened there? Oh, did I mess things up? I don't know. No. What? What? That should be... Oh, wait a second. What? Yeah, that should be working, right? That should be requesting wood from up here and putting it into there. But it's not. Why? Why? Okay, so I'm not quite sure what was wrong there, but breaking it and replacing it seems to have worked. I think it popped out a little bit of sawdust. I think when I was messing around with the inputs and outputs earlier, it got a little bit confused and ended up with some sawdust of some kind outputting here, but that seems to be working again now. We might need to speed this up. We might actually need to speed this up. I know I said that we probably wouldn't, but we might need to speed that up to keep up with just the massive amount of speed at which the stuff over here are being used. But also, I think we are going to need some more mana spreaders. You can see right now they are pretty empty, but I think that's mainly because there's not a lot of wood in any of these. So most of these just aren't doing anything right now. You can see this kind of whole area here doesn't have that little particle effect going. So most of them aren't actually doing anything. So we are going to have to go ahead and add some more over there. You can see this is actually now running out of mana, which is not good. We're getting a nice amount of gunpowder, flint as well, which is pretty nice as well. We're probably going to need to stick the trash can that's down there on top of here so that we can get that that sand getting thrown. Actually, the sand could come in useful. We're actually making sand, aren't we? Let's probably use that, loop it back into the system there. But you get the idea. This is the plan of what's happening here. Wood seems to be coming in a lot faster now, which is nice. It's actually working again. I may go ahead and add some... I'll watch this for a while, see how it works. I may go ahead and add the speed upgrades that we have over here, the little augmentation speed upgrades, to the sawmill if I think it's not working fast enough, if I think the tree farm's going faster than the sawmill is. Might also slow this down a little bit because we don't want any more items on the ground than we need to. Let's just put that up to 5 seconds there. If it's not getting enough mana, I may go ahead and change that, because it looks like... Oh, that one worked. It just took a little bit of time. Let's see, is that one going to work before the next one falls? No. Oh, it did. It did. Okay. So it seems to be working. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll determine whether or not we need more mana spreaders. I think we will. I'll check if we need more speed upgrades in this. We might, depending on how fast the trees grow and how fast the tree farm works. If the tree farm's not working fast enough, I might put a fertilizer down there and see if we can start, like, auto-upgrading the trees. And maybe even put another harvester down, possibly, because it's not really working all that fast. You are backed up again. We need to make this chest bigger, guys. Jeez, we need to get this set. Actually, I mean, it's going as fast as it can. We should probably... yeah, okay. Actually, before we end the episode here, guys, I'm going to try and fix this. I'm going to make it so that the wood is going really, really fast. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make the speed upgrades for the sawmill, and I'm also going to make some more of those item conduits that make things go super fast to send the wood from the chest to the sawmill really quickly. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've set up the new conduits over at the sawmill, but... one thing that I think is letting us down right now is our retriever. Our retriever is currently a basic retriever, which can only request 4 at a time. So, what I'm thinking is instead, if we look in here, you can see it's a 55, which is actually really good. But if we get rid of this and stick down one of these instead, you can see that we can request up to a stack at a time. So we're going to request that it pulls out. We're going to go ahead and whitelist that, set to ignore, and it should go ahead and pull out just a stack at a time. It should request stacks of the stuff. And if we go ahead and throw in all these speed upgrades, that should start going a lot faster. And it's actually keeping that thing filled up with wood, like, incredibly fast, which is very nice indeed. We're also dying due to the sludge boil over there. But it's actually working. We're actually losing wood. This chest is filling up. The harvester is going. We should now be able to keep up with our wood. And with that, guys, I'm going to end today's episode of Feed the Beast Infinity there. It's been a really long one, or at least I think it has. It feels like it's been a really long one. I'm going to end the episode there. I'll set this up to hook up to there. I'll make some more of these mana spreaders, because all of these are now once again, full up of stuff. And this thing is really not coping well with the amount of flint that's being dropped right now. We need more mana being sent to the mana pool as soon as possible. But let's go ahead and hook this up. We do have more gunpowder now, which means we should be able, all that should just like go almost instantly due to the fact that, yeah, you can see it's all getting used to make stuff, and you can see, unlike the beginning of the episode, all of these are up and running and making power, which is absolutely fantastic. We actually have one that has 3 in. Can you believe it? And with that, guys, I'm going to end today's episode there. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit like, and I will see you guys next time.